Hello everyone, today I'm going to be introducing you to Pixellab app, an app that can be used for creating stunning graphics such as flyer designs, logo designs, letterheads, business cards, magazines, and many other designs. So basically we are going to start by introducing you to the templates. These are some templates provided by Pixellab. You can choose anyone you want, but normally pro graphic designers don't use templates, and also as a beginner you are not supposed to start using templates from the beginning. Maybe you should learn how to create your designs from scratch. So these are all templates. Next we have the text tool. Here the text tool is used for adding text to your design. Let's delete this. Look, you can click on add text here. That plus icon can be used to add text, and drag your text all over the screen where you want your text to be. So we can edit the text. Let's write something. So this is it. You can choose to move text anywhere on the screen. You can choose to copy it by clicking the copy icon, delete it. Then we have front and send to front and back. You'll get to know about that. And this is for moving it using these handles up, down, right, left. And we have relative position. You can choose to position it to the center of the screen. You can position it to the left, right, up, down, all using this. Next is size. You can choose to increase the size of the text to make it a little bit bigger or smaller. You can choose to use the plus handle or the minus to adjust the size. Then this is for padding. Left padding is the space before the text. If we drag it, you can see the space is a little bit adding. We have more space before than the right padding. Not notice this because of how the text is. And let's reset it. Move to the next one. Next is color. We have two types of color here. We have the normal solid color and the gradient color. The gradient color is just a combination of two or more colors, while solid color is only one color, as we discussed in our graphic design theory. Just red, blue, or any other color. Here we have blue and black, blue and dark blue. These are the gradient colors. You may wish to also add the color if it is not available here using the plus icon. We are going about the solid colors. Here we can use the color wheel to choose the color we want, as we discussed earlier in our theory, that we have a color wheel where basically we can find all the colors we are looking for. So this is it, and this is for tone of the color. And the last slider is for the transparency. You can choose to reduce the transparency of your color. That's it. And you may choose to change the color of only some parts of the text you have. For example, let's change the color of the association here. You get to select only association and change its color. Let's see, color is changing. So that's it. Then we have texture. We discussed texture as an element of graphic design. It's like the surface feel of an object. The only way you can use texture is by selecting a texture from your gallery. Texture can be found from Google, maybe any other uh, source provider that you can find online. Just to use it in order to give your design a realistic feel. Then we have opacity. That's for reducing the transparency or increasing the transparency of your design or let's say text. This is it. You can see we're increasing it. So that's all about opacity. Then we have rotate, which is used for rotating the text. Basically, most of the tools here on Pixellab are easy to use. Then we have mask. We don't need to mask here. In font, we talked about typography and typeface. This is where you can select the font for your design. We have different fonts here, ranging from sans serif, serif font, script font, and others. Find all of them here. These are fonts. Just choose the one that fits your design. Move on. Then we have still on the font, choosing the font. Then we have style of the font. Here in the style, you can choose to make your font full, italic, underline, or no effect. That key with a slash on it is to remove any effect you place on your text. And see, there is no effect anymore. So that's how it works. First thing we have curve. Curve is used for like bending the text from a circular shape. I see you have a circle. Yeah, this can be used for making badges or logos. Yeah, this is it. And you have background. Add a background to your text. You can choose from the colors you have or add a color. And choose to use a solid color or a gradient color. See, you have a wide range of colors here. This is left adding space before the text. It's been mentioned earlier, and the this is for the top adding, and choose to increase the space at the top and the bottom to give the design or the text a breathing space. And this is the radius. It's like the sharpness of the corner of the background. I see it's curving. Yeah, that's it about backgrounds. And let's move to align, and just to align your text to center, to the left, or to the right, and you can also justify your text here. We have spacing is like we talked about kerning in our typography. That's in the theory of graphic design. This we have spacing for letters and words. The spacing for letters is like the space in between letters, while the spacing for words is the space between words. You can see as we are increasing the space between the letters is also increasing. Then we have for words, you can see it's also increasing. So that's it about spacing. Then we have let's turn up the background first before we move to look. Look is like an outline. It's the outline of your. And just to add outline to your text, you can select the color you want. The solid color or the gradient color. And just to change the color of the city or something color, how it feels. It's nice. And we have shadow. Shadow is when you add a maybe blood color to the background of your text. And see, you can increase or reduce the opacity of that color. And you have the other images, you can choose the color. This black, white, blue, and any other color you want to use as your shadow. Just blur radius, you can just move around with that. And you have offset for changing the direction of the shadow. And see, offsetting it x and y. So basically, this offset is used for giving the shadow a direction. We have a shadow for adding shadows inside the text. So basically I can use this. This is on both, but it doesn't turn out to work well in many devices. Next tool here we have is perspective. You see how perspective works. So this is it. You can draw the length of the design if you want. So that's it about perspectives. See, yes, then you have pre-rotate for flipping your text. You can see speaking. You can see, yeah, that's it about the 3D rotate. Then we have 3D text. It is used for converting your text to 3D format. You can see this is the depth. This is like the thickness of your 3D text. Then we have X and Y rotation. This is for rotating it if you want it. You can see, just walk around it. So basically that's it about the 3D text. You may wish to reduce the depth also. Yeah, this is it. I've reduced the depth. You can see. That's it. Turn it off. Next is 3D shadow. Can choose to add a 3D drop shadow to your text. You cannot see it because we already added a shadow to the text. So basically these are the things you need to know about text. So we are moving to the next icon, which is shape. You can see it next to the text here. So this is the icon here. See the icon here. Here we have stickers here. This is not actually for only shapes, but can be used to also add stickers. A wide range of stickers here. You can see them. You can choose anyone and use it for your design. Also drag it at the icon as the size also. You have many other stickers. You can see we have also emojis. So that's it about the stickers here. Then we have import. Here you can choose to import an image maybe from your gallery. Just try importing. Let's see, this is a recent design I did. Like I can choose to import it here. I can choose the size I want, and then on the kind of design I'm working with, I can choose to rotate it. You can see I'm rotating it, and this is for taking it back to where it is before. You can choose to flip it using this tool. You see, that was it. I've imported my image here, but basically I don't need image here. So I'm going to teach about the what about this to front and to back. You can see here the image is closing the text we wrote. If you click to back, you can see it's now there. It is now behind the text. In front, it is in the front of the text. To back, you can see that's basically how it works. This for positioning. You can choose the handle to move with the image. This is a relative position. Talk about it. Text, you can see another relative size. Just to increase the size here, use this this handle here to adjust the size. Then color, you wish to add a color, maybe to make it a solid color. You can see it's now a solid color. You can choose a gradient color. So basically that's how it works. And we have texture. We talked about texture, text, so it is just the same thing. And we have opacity. This is it. You can see it's about the transparency of the shape or the image. And we have a stroke for adding outline. Then we have eraser, deleting some part of the. If I like, I choose to clean some part of the design. You can see I'm cleaning it. You can just increase the size of your see. This is it. You can use this tool here. You can see I can do like I can do it like this. Take this. You can see after you can use also shape this square shape. See, yeah, clean some part of it. So basically that's it about the eraser. And next, erase color. If you choose to erase a particular color from the design, maybe you choose to remove white. You can see, and like you just see, I've removed white from the design, and that's it. If I want to remove also black, you can see. So basically, that's how this works. And we have rotate. Yeah, for rotate the shape, then 3D text. It's similar to 3D text. That's what I want to say actually. You can see, I'm just flipping it around. Just stick it. And we have 3D shape. You can just make it 3D just as we did for the text. As you can see, use the size of the text. You can see the depth. Increase. You can see I'm increasing the depth. So basically, that's it about this. And we have perspective. We talked about it. And the text you can see, enable it. You can see. So this is it. And we have shadow, inner shadow, and purpose. So basically, that's it about this image thing. And you can also use this to draw. Also draw with your finger. You can see, just drawing something. You can choose your pen size, the smoothness. So just to use anyhow you want to do it. Then next we have, let me delete this. This tool is for undo. You see, all this tool is for zooming. And see, you can zoom in and out. This tool is for grid lines, for adding grid lines. These are just like guidelines for your design to ensure that your design is well arranged. And use it. Also edit the system. Going to displace, maybe making display start. You can see we have mini grids here. So there's a couple of grids, and these are layers. Any element you add to your working space, you can see it here, and you can use this angle to send an object front or back. This is for adding shape, and choose shape. We have different shapes here. We have circle, triangle, arrows, stars, and others. You may wish to choose it. This is for adding color, and this is for stroke. That is the outline, and that's it. Then we have the bezier tool. It's another tool for selecting. See, I can use it to create some lines also. Then we have arrow. You can use it to add arrows to your design. It's just like a medal. So basically that's how this works. Then next we have the next icon we have here is for background. You can choose to add a color to use a color as your background actually. You can see I've changed the color to an orange color. Let's see. Let's see. These are all colors here, and we can choose to use gradient color. Yes, let's leave it as a gradient now. You can choose to change the size of your design here. Maybe you are designing an A4 format. So this is where you can add your design. Then we have some presets here. You can make it square, profile picture, YouTube channel banner, YouTube thumbnail, and the rest. Also have a writing here, which is image, and choose from the wide range of images provided by Pixellab. You can see them all here. I'm not going to use any of them. And this is from camera if you wish to snap snap picture and use it as your background. So the next tool here is also for adjusting your background. You see this is it for rotating it. If you wish to rotate it, this is for midnight. You can see that's how it looks. And then we have noise. You can see if you add noise how it looks. Yeah, this is it. Then we have stripes. You can just add stripes to your, then you can see. Then we have brightness. You can choose to increase the brightness of the background. And this is contrast. You can change the contrast. This is hue. You can see color is changing. And we have saturation. You can see. So basically, this is about Pixellab. The thing is how to save your Pixellab Pixellab design. Maybe you want to save it as a project so that you can edit it another time, or you can just save it to your gallery. So this is it. You can click on this icon at the top. You can see it next to the plus icon. This is it. You can see save as project. If you save it as a project, you can be able to edit it later. Let's write NAS. So this is it. I have saved it as a project and I can choose to open it anytime. If I click on these three dots here and open .plp file, you can see I have all the designs here. All the designs I saved as projects, all of them are here. So this is it. So if you want to save it as an image, so you can find it in your gallery, and click on this save as image. Then choose your file format, maybe PNG or JPEG depending on how you want it. You can choose a JPEG when you don't need transparency in your design. Then there is PNG, that is when you are exporting something that has a transparent background. Then this is if you choose, normally I go for PNG, then choose my quality to ultra and then save to gallery, and there I'll have it in my gallery. So basically that's all about Pixellab.